Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, I will be showing you guys how to make an After Effects edit for free. I made one of these in the past, however, I did just start up my YouTube channel again, so the video is not the best. So I'm here to make a better and updated version for you guys. I'm also going to be talking this time, so hopefully it's a lot more easy to understand. I know how confusing After Effects can be, especially if you have no idea what you're doing. It can definitely be overwhelming and a lot. You guys seem to really like my editing videos, so if you like these types of videos, make sure to like and subscribe and comment if you have any other suggestions. Yeah, that's all. Let's jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so when you first open up After Effects, you're going to come to this screen. We're going to come over to New Project, and then we're going to hit New Composition. You can name it whatever you would like. I'm just going to name mine YouTube Video Tut. You can do whatever you want. We're going to come down here, and you can choose any of the formats I'm going to put up on the screen. I'm going to do the squares, so I'm going to change the width to 1080, and this is already set to 1080. If yours isn't, change it to this. We're gonna come down here, make sure your frame rate is 30. This can be whatever. I usually keep mine on half just because my computer's a little old, so it won't run on full. Alright, now we're gonna come down here. This is the length of your audio, so you want to find out how long your audio is. Since I'm not using an audio due to copyright reasons, I'm just gonna put 20 seconds. If you don't know the length of your audio, that is completely okay. We can come back to this later. Once you're done, we're gonna hit OK. And now we're at this screen. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to download your audio and your pictures you want to use, and we're gonna want to import them. So you want to open your folder and then go to your downloads and find your audio. This one's mine, so I'm just gonna drag it in. Alright, we can hit this eyeball over here because we don't need it. You guys are gonna keep the volume on, so ignore what I do here. I'm just once again shutting mine off because I don't want to get copyrighted by YouTube. And then you want to do the same thing with your pictures. So we're going to go back into our folders and downloads and import our pictures. So there's my first one, and then my second one. I'm just going to drag this a little bit so I can see the first one. So I'm going to click on this. We're going to hit S on our keyboard to zoom it in. And then if you need to shift it left to right, you're going to click on this again, and you're going to hit A. This is going to move it left to right. This is going to move it up and down. And to undo anything, you're going to want to hold Control and hit Z. And then it'll undo whatever you need to undo. I'm just going to do the same for this picture really quick. So to trim this, you can either come over here and drag it, or you can do Control Shift D. And it'll cut it, and then you can just delete it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. To save your project, you're going to want to hit Control S, and then I don't know if that screen popped up on my screen share, but a little folder thing should pop up over here, and then you can save it after you name it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you guys is how to enhance the quality of your pictures. So we're going to come over to Effects and Presets, and we're going to type in Sharpen, and we're going to drag it onto our clip. You guys can copy my settings. This is just what I do. Your picture or video might need a little more, a little less. Just depends on the picture, obviously. I'm going to type in 40. And then we're going to come back over here and we're going to type in unsharp. We're going to drag this on. I usually do 15 and 10. And since we're on half, it might look a little funky. To double check, you can change it to full, and yeah, look at that, it looks so much better. I'm gonna copy, Control C, and I'm gonna click this, Control V, paste them over here. And I'm only using 2 pictures once again, but you want to import your pictures for all the beats, and then you just want to copy and paste all of those to the rest of your pictures. Okay, now what we're gonna do is you're gonna want to click on one of your photos, and you're going to want to hit Control D, and then it'll duplicate it. Hold Shift, click on both of your layers, right click, pre-compose, Make sure this is clicked, these two, and if this one is, uncheck it, and then we're going to hit OK, and that's going to combine them together, and we're going to do the same thing over here. Alright, now I'm just going to show you guys the basics because I don't want to overwhelm you with 3D shapes and all that. We're going to come back to effects and we're going to type in motion tile. Going to want to drag it into the clip. You're going to want to change the width and the height to 400. And then we're going to click mirror edges. Copy. Paste it onto this one. I'm going to teach you guys how to do a zoom out first. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to click these. And this is going to turn on motion blur to make our transitions look a little smoother. You're going to want to come to about midway your first clip. Hit S. We're going to come over here and we're going to click this. Okay, and then we're going to drag our little key mark to the end. And we're going to change the 100 to about 50. It should look something like this. Now you're going to hold click and drag the two keyframes. Going to right click, keyframe assist, and then hit easy ease. And now they should look like little timers. We're going to click on it. We're going to come over to this graph. And now you're going to want to copy my settings. I'm going to drag this over here. I'm going to drag this one over here. So now it should look something like this. Simple as that. This is optional. I do this with my edits personally because I think it makes the transition a little smoother. But if you come over here, click on your clip again, hit T, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to click this, drag it to the end. We're going to turn it to about 15. And this is just going to fade it out. Now we're going to go over to our second clip. We're going to once again hit S. We're going to put a keyframe here. We're going to put another one about maybe here. If you don't end up liking it, you can adjust it, move it, make it faster, slower, whatever your preference is. We're going to go back to this one and change it to 200. And then we're going to drag again, change them to easy ease. Come back over to the graph. This time we're going to want to do it this way. Alright, that goes a little too fast for my liking, so I'm just going to adjust it just a smidge. Boom. Simple as that. Now you have a zoom out. Next up, I'm going to teach you guys how to do a zoom in. Just like the zoom out, very similar. We're going to come back to about midway of the clip, hit S, we're going to hit scale, we're going to go back to the end of our clip, and we're just going to do the opposite of what we did last time. This time we're going to zoom in. So we're going to change it to 200 instead of 50. We're going to drag the keyframes, easy ease, click on the graph. Oh, my bad. And we're going to want to do the graph this way. And then once again, click on this clip, S, hit the little timer, make a keyframe. Go back to the first one and change it to 50. Sometimes I'll do 45. It depends on what I'm feeling and how the picture looks, how smooth it's coming out. And then once again, we're going to do the graph this way. Let's see how that looks. Alright, perfect. And now you guys have a zoom in. Alright, now I'm going to teach you guys how to do a slide. To do a slide, we're going to click on our clip. You're going to want to hit P, and position should pop up. We're going to hit the timer. As always, drag it to the end of the clip. You can choose it to go left, right. You can make it go up, down. I'm just going to do right, just because it's my go-to. You're going to want to drag it to about this square, whether you're going left, up, down, that's any of these. Mine's right here, obviously, because I'm going right. We're going to highlight the clips, turn them to easy ease, come back to the graph, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to click on this. This is going to unlock the graph for us so we can do what we've been doing with the other graphs. Gonna drag these down here. And your graph might look a little different depending on what slide you're doing, but whatever you do, you're always gonna want it to go this way. Making it fade out really quick. Then we're gonna come over here, once again, P, timer, keyframe, and then we're gonna wanna do the opposite direction of what we did. So I went right, now I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna drag it to this little square, highlight, easy ease, graph. Once again, unlock it, and then we're gonna want this one to go this way. Let's see how that looks. Perfect. Now you guys know how to do a zoom out, zoom in, slides. That's basically all the simple transitions. I'm going to show you guys how to do multiple transitions on one clip now. So obviously I don't have any pictures, but you will. If you wanted to do another slide after this, what you would want to do is duplicate it. So Control D, highlight them, and pre-compose them. And then turn on the blur. Put back on motion tile. 400, 400, mirror edges. And we're gonna come back to P. I'm gonna click this. And let's go up this time. Gonna drag it up to this little square. Highlight, easy ease, graph, unlock it. See how the graph is a little different this time? Once again, we want it to be on the right side. This time it'll look like this. Perfect. And then there you go. Now you have two transitions. I'm gonna add a zoom in over here. Click S. Change this to 200. Highlight, easy ease, want it to be this way, boom, and now you got a little edit going. It definitely takes a little second to get used to. I've been using After Effects for a little over 5 years now, so I would say I'm decently experienced. It's definitely a little tricky at first, but once again, over time, I promise it gets easier. I honestly think After Effects is easier than VideoStar now because I've been using it for so long. So I promise you guys, you will get there. Just be patient, go slow, watch this as many times as you need. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how to do text now. What we're going to do is we're going to come to about over here. And we're going to right click, hit new, and then click text. And I'm just going to cut mine over here. Obviously, you can move yours wherever you want it to be. I'm just doing right here because it's the only place I have room. You can type in whatever you want. I'm just going to type in my editing username. And then you can move it and adjust it. If you click a line and then hit this, it will automatically put it in the middle for you, which I really like. This step is completely optional. This is just what I do with my text because I think it looks a little better. We're going to come over here. And we're going to type drop shadow. And we're going to drag it onto here. Obviously you won't see it on my end because I have my background's black. But if yours isn't, you're going to want to change the 50 to 70. And then the 5 to 7. And what that's going to do is it's going to make a little shadow behind your text. Obviously, once again, you can't see it on mine because my background's black. But if I were to drag it over here, see how there's a little shadow? Now we're going to go back and we're going to type displace. And you're going to want to find turbulent displace. Drag that on. Change the amount to 15. The size to 10. You're going to want to come down here. Click this arrow. And we're going to click random speed. But make sure you hold the Alt key while you do so. And then this is going to pop up. we're going to type in time, hold shift, star, 5. And then you can just click out of it. And then if you hit U, all the stuff will close or open. And what that's going to do, it's going to make the text wiggly. I just think it's something, you know, something to add, makes it very appealing in my opinion. I'm going to teach you guys how to make the text pop up. For that case, I'm just going to change my wording to like and subscribe. Alright, I'm going to put it back in the middle. Click on the text. We're going to hit this arrow, animate, opacity, scroll down just a tiny bit. We're going to open this up, and we're going to turn the opacity to 0. Alright, and it should disappear. We're going to click the timer for offset, and we're just going to drag it to about here. And we're going to change the offset to 100. Now it should look like this. And obviously you can drag this, make it faster, shorter, whatever you want. And if you want it to be just the words and not like a typewriter effect, we're going to go to advanced. And instead of characters, we're going to change it to words. What this is going to do is that. And there you go. Now you have text. So unfortunately, in order to do a lot of the popular After Effects effects, you need a lot of plugins. So I would definitely recommend all the ones I'm going to put on the screen. I'll list them out for you too. Some of the popular ones are Sapphire, Magic Color Looks, Twixtor, which is like slow-mo if you decide to edit in videos, VHS or Universe, and then there's a lot of other ones. But in the meantime, if you just want a free basic edit, this is an amazing place to start. I'm going to show you guys how to add your watermark now. So what we're going to do first is we're going to highlight all these by holding shift and clicking them. And we're going to pre-compose them. Once again, make sure these are highlighted. We're going to hit OK. We're going to come back here, text, and type in your username. I'm just going to add the drop shadow to mine. And then you can put your watermark anywhere. I usually put mine at the bottom, about here. We're going to switch on over. We're going to click this right here. That's going to take us to this screen. We're going to change the mode from normal to overlay, and it should go clear. However, sometimes it will stay white on a black background. So in order to fix that, we're going to hit new. We're going to come over to solid, and we're going to change our color to black. We're going to hit OK. And then we're going to drag this down to the bottom. And now it's gone. Alright, now I'm going to teach you guys how to export your edit. First off, I'm just going to pre-compose these two together. We're going to come over to File, hit Export, and we're going to add it to Render Queue. You can change the name to whatever you want. Once again, I'm just going to do YouTube Cut. We're going to want to change this, Format, QuickTime, okay. And then render. And if you don't already have it downloaded, you're going to want to download Adobe Media Encoder. Now that my edit is done, you're going to open Adobe Media Encoder. Once that pops up, we're going to go to our folder, hit downloads, and you're going to want to drag your project into this little box right here. Once that loads, we're going to hit this. And we're just going to change it to use maximum render quality. And then this should only take about 5 seconds. You're just going to hit play. And then boom, your edit's done. This is just how I export my edits onto my phone. Or you can post it on your computer. Either or is completely fine. I use the app Send Anywhere. It's completely free. It takes only a couple minutes to download and set up probably. I'm just going to open that really quick. I'm going to take this, and what that's going to do is going to pop up in my folder. I'm just going to drag that onto here. Then this number should pop up, you want to download the app on your phone as well, and you're going to want to type in that number, and then your edit will export from your computer to your phone. But yeah, that's it. Now you know the basics of After Effects. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys liked the video or you found it helpful at all, make sure to like and subscribe to let me know. If you guys have any other video ideas you want me to film, make sure to leave a comment below. I'll make sure to check that out. But yeah, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!